first of all, I am going to mention a story that I saw on Deadline Hollywood about Eliza Dushku and Louise Krause are going to be in an indie drama called Jane Wants a Boyfriend. And Jane, who's played by Louisa Krause, is, I think that's how you say it. Is it Kreus? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't know her. But it's inspired by true events, and it explores the week in the life of a young woman with Asperger's who enlists her older sister, the older sister is played by Dushku, and the younger sister is played by Louise. They want to help. She's going to help her find a boyfriend. So that's the story, and it's going to be.
I love that.
Yeah.
And do we have any idea when it comes out? That's a great storyline.
Well, they just got cast,
okay.
So I don't think there's any sort of timeline.
It's going to be a ways, but
it'll be a while.
What a great hook! I mean, that I'm already wanting to see that. Really remarkable. And you had some more that you wanted to talk to us about this and other news.
Well, also there's a article in Forbes called "Creating Great Employees Who Happen to Be Autistic," and if you go to Forbes, you can read the article. I won't go through it, but it brings me to my topic, which is jobs and autism. And for people who are on the autism spectrum who want to find jobs, often you are very skilled, and we are very good at doing specific things and can focus on a topic of interest to the extent that it allows us to become much better at it than most other people that we know. And because of this, we're very good employees. However, getting a job is the difficult part.
Yeah.
You have to go through a job interview, and for someone who's socially shy or inept or not very good at social skills, the job interview portion might be very, very daunting. You might be intimidated by that. So my advice is that you need to just focus on learning how to impress people, learning how to have charisma. It's a very good skill to have, because when the employers interview you, they already know what you look like on paper. So they're comparing you to other people, and you might be up against people who aren't as skilled as you, or who might not be as good at the specific interest that you have and that they're hiring for. However, often the employers will look at your social skills and see how you'll mesh into the office, and that's really what they focus on mainly. So my belief, and I think this is pretty much accurate, is that you really need to focus mainly on being someone that they enjoy talking to, someone that they really like to sort of bring onto their team.
Absolutely. You're somebody who has a great deal of charisma. So I'm already envisioning charisma class with Alex Plank. What can you think of, like one or two things that you've learned along the way that you think of as having charisma?
Well, one of the most important things is to find a commonality with the employer. So the interviewer rather. So when you go in there, sort of strike up a conversation. How's it going? And if there's something that you both share, then you can say, oh, I'm also from Virginia, or oh, I'm also from this place. And that creates this shared bond, and it makes the person who you're talking to like you more.
Yeah.
It's scientifically proven that when you have something in common, someone likes you more. Even if the thing that you have in common is completely inane and really doesn't matter.
And unrelated to work.
Of course, unrelated to the job. So what really needs to happen is that you want to impress this interviewer, and don't be nervous, because you know what, it's all practice.
Yeah.
If you don't get the job, you're definitely not going to get the job if you're nervous anyway, so you're not going to get the job either way. So if you try your best, just look at it that way and don't get too intimidated by it, because there's plenty of job interviews that you can go out for. And yes, I know it's hard to get a job and it's hard to get interviews, but another thing that is very important is if you're in college, go to the career fair and talk to the person at that booth for as long as you can, and be very friendly and impress them. Because when you go into the interview, if they want you to get a job from the college internship fair, they're going to be like, you have to hire this guy, I love him, to the person who's doing the interview, even if it's someone different. That happened to me once.
Really? All great advice, Alex.